Hey, yo, what's going on? All right, going in, not wasting any time, doing some lead follow-up.
Leave it.
Don't have anybody to follow up with today on my texting platform, and I won't until tomorrow, I don't think. Yes, I did. So I'm on my dialer. Coming over to the calendar events within call tools. Uncheck filter for current and future because I do have some past due. Let me pull it back to grab all my past due. Stefan, yo, it's good. What's going on, Stefan? Long time no chat. Never seen you before, so. All right, here we go. Follow up. I already followed up with this guy earlier this morning, but I'm going to follow up with him again because he is a hot lead. This gentleman had verbally agreed to an offer that I made him on Thursday. I let him off the phone when I sent him the contract. I called him later that day. He didn't answer. I texted him. Called him the next day. No answer. I texted him. Double tapped him. Called him twice this morning. No answer. And I texted him. Right now, I'm going to do kind of like well, that's not true. A final kind of like call. No, that's not. That's why I bite my tongue. I had added him to a automation text campaign to follow up with him. So I'm going to be a little bit more hands off with this guy in terms of texting him, but I will call him every so often from this phone as opposed to the number that I text him from, or that I will be texting him from rather.
Bueno.
Hey, Jose, how's it going? This is Derek.
Who is it?
This is Derek. We had spoke the other day about your property over on West Austin Avenue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how you doing? How was your weekend?
I'm good, man.
Good.
You?
Pretty good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, just wanted to round back. I don't know if you had received my email. I had sent over that offer. I just wanted to know if you had a chance to look it over.
I'm not checking, man. Let me check and I'll call you back.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Bye now. I don't know if he's gonna call me back or not, but if he doesn't, you know what I mean. He doesn't need to sell, but he really wants to sell. So I'm just gonna leave it on him. I'm done chasing people. To be quite honest, I know that there's room to like be a salesperson and to keep him on the phone and to try to push him to the close, but I'm done with that. To be honest, I'd rather spend my time dealing with people who want to work with me. You know, I know that he's probably a perfect candidate though. Connected with seller, let him off the phone so that he could check his email for the offer that was sent. Seller mentioned he would call them back. And there you go too. You could tell that he was like, "Who is this? Like, why do you keep calling me?" Like I called him so many times. So that's reassuring to me to like continue following up. Doesn't like for all I was under the impression that he was ignoring me, that he knew exactly who I was. But there you go. He didn't know who was calling him. He was just ignoring it, probably because he has another number. Hopefully it's not popping up as spam. So I'm going to edit this. I'm going to say any response to offers campaign in REI reply. Not follow up via sideline number. did seller get back to you about reviewing the offer? He could have just been dismissing me off the phone right now. I'm gonna call him in 2 days though if I don't hear back from him, because this one's hot. I'm going to pull up my email as well as my hello sign, which is my e-sign, my e-DocuSign. I just really want to refer to it as DocuSign. It's not DocuSign, but it's the same exact thing. It's called hello sign. But just want to pull that up because within there you can see, when somebody actually opens the email or if they've signed, stuff like that. It's supposed to give me an email notification as well. It was really delayed the other day. If you watched that video of when I sent him the contract, I was like, why isn't it? Because it'll usually send me an email saying, hey, this document's sent out to everybody because I'm supposed to sign it as well. And then it sends it to me a second email saying, hey, here it is for you to sign. And I didn't get that till like 30 minutes after I sent it out. So maybe that's where the delay is coming from his. But again, I'm not gonna paint a picture one way or another. I can see that he has not opened it though. That's all that has kind of caught my attention. So it's not like he's looking at it and he's like, "Oh, I'm not going to sign this thing," or "I'm going to go shop it around." He just simply has never even opened the email. So hopefully, when I get on the phone right now, he's opened it. But let me push. I already did push that out 2 days. I'm going to refer this guy over to Jared and Raina. Don't know if you guys are on here, but I'm going to put it up in the Trello board, everything that I have, and I'm going to text you and let you know that I've done that. This guy, I think I kind of set it up for, let me just copy and paste all this stuff. Looking to sell house, 5-bedroom house, detached garage, looking to buy a house. A lot of work has been done to the place in the last 6 months. Everything except the bathroom has been renovated. And I kind of received permission to pass this information along to Jared and Raina so that they could get in contact with him to set up an appointment. So I'm going to bring this information over there, address, name, and all that good stuff. Oh, I messed up. Oh, it was a completely different address that I did not get. Oh, no, it's his mailing address here. Perfect. take a note of that so I don't forget. Um, and then I'm going to comp that property tonight. But if he is able to schedule an appointment, he'll have some numbers to work with, or if they're willing, he's willing to talk about it on the phone when he reaches out to schedule the appointment. Yo, what's going on, Emilio? What I'm going to do is email this guy a reminder. Oh, no. It emails him a reminder after 3 days, so it's probably sent him an email reminder yesterday, and then again in 7 days. I wonder why I let this guy off the phone in the first place. Oh, I was just needing to run some comps on it. So he's asking 150, his estimate's 135. So I'd imagine it's probably not a deal, but I'll run some comps on this tonight. Same thing with this guy. I just need to comp these properties so I can give these people a call back. I'm going to comp all these tonight and call all these people back tomorrow. These are like people who I connected with and wanted to comp it before giving them an offer. So I need to get on that for these people. All right, this guy, I'm just going to shoot him a quick call. He, when I call him, if you were here, he was like, "Oh, I'm caring for my older sister. Now is not a good time." So I was like, "Oh, by all means, you know." So this is more so a cold call. Like than anything else, it's not really a fault. I don't know if he's wanting to sell or not.
Hello.
Hi, Adon. How's it going?
Hi.
Hey, this is Derek. I'm not sure if you recall, we had spoke the other day in regards to your property on Hendrick Street, but I had caught you at a bad time. Yeah, he's not interested. I think he just didn't want to tell me that for some reason when I caught him the first time. Instead, he made up like some excuse about taking care of his sister or something like that. I don't know. Dawn. Closing on another property. May want to sell this one in the near future. That was in the end of January, if that ends up happening. Talked with her about a month ago. Tenant's a hassle, doesn't want to deal with it. Tenant doesn't take care of the property, doesn't pay rent on time, broke the furnace and windows. Sounds like the HOA is getting upset. Tenant's lease is up in December, but the seller asked that the tenant leave in April. So I received permission to reach out mid-March to revisit the conversation, see if the tenant was going to be cooperative. So I'm going to go ahead and reach out now. I'm going to kind of comp this in the background too if I can get on the phone. Hello?
Hello, you've reached Dawn Brown.
Hey.
To leave a message.
What the hell?
Looking forward to speak with you. Have a blessed and wonderful.
That threw me off. Oops. She got some pictures up here on HAR. Looks nice, very rent ready. Very nice yard. It's a little dated, like the kitchen cabinetry and the countertops, fireplace. It's really nice. It's just dated. 185 market appraisal. Pull this up on Zillow to get the information. And I'm going to dial back out, see if I can get her on the phone. Not going to waste my time doing this if I can't talk to her.
Hello, you've reached Dawn Brown. Please leave a message. Looking forward to speak with you. Have a blessed, wonderful day. Please stay safe.
Hey, Dawn, this is Derek. I just wanted to round back with you. I'm sorry if I'm being a nuisance here, but just wanted to see if I caught you at a good time in regards to your property over on Timber Trace Drive. The last time we spoke, you kind of shared with me what was going on with that property and rather the tenant in that property. You kind of caught me up to speed on what was going on there. So I know you had mentioned that you had asked the tenants to vacate the property come April. So I just wanted to round back, see if she was going to be cooperative in that respect. And if so, just wanted to see if you were still interested in possibly receiving an offer on your property there, because I would love to make you one. Again, my name is Derek. If there is any interest, please feel free to reach back out. My direct line here is 832-61. I'll talk to you soon. Follow that up with a text. And then I'll start to kind of taper off of it a little bit because I left her a voicemail 10 days ago and texted her 10 days ago as well after I left the voicemail. Without revealing the phone number, you can kind of see the progression of it. Like I double tapped, no answer, double tapped, no answer, left voicemail, texted, and then I just double tapped again right now and left the voicemail. So I'll text her right now, and then I'll start to kind of taper off of that because there's no point. Well, I guess there's a point, but I don't know what I say in my voicemails. So if I'm leaving a voicemail like every couple days, like I could just be saying the same exact thing. I'm sure I did say pretty much something similar to that, but I guess there's no harm. I'm talking myself out of doing the work. So forget all that. I'm going to text her. I said, hey, hey Don, warmly following up about your place on Timber Trace Drive. Just wanted to see if now would be a good time to reconnect and we may be able to help you out. Talk soon. Nothing crazy. Leave myself a note. Double tab, left voicemail, texted. Same deal. I mean, I will start to kind of fall off on this because when we did talk, she let me know like, yeah, they're not out until December. I'm trying to get them out by April. So if I don't connect with her towards like May, like I'm probably gonna follow up with her every week until like mid-May. And if I don't get a hold of her, then I'll start to taper off like bi-weekly, then monthly, up until December. But then when December comes around, I'll probably start increasing the follow-ups again. I'll follow up with her. I'll follow up with her next Tuesday, just in case Mondays aren't the best for her. You know, I know they're not for everybody. They are for me though. I'll run back with this woman. I don't just for the sake of making an offer. Who knows? Maybe she'll accept it. I don't want to just jump into the conversation assuming that she won't. But place is really nice. It's like she doesn't need to sell. It's one of those. Tenants in place, 2-year lease, but she's willing to serve them a 60-day notice. The roof is 1 year old. The AC is fairly new as well. She last listed it on market for 288 last year, and she said she would need something close to that for a cash offer. She's not motivated. Property cash flows, tenant in place, and she owes less than $100,000 on the mortgage. I have ARV being like 350, so based on everything she said about the condition, I had calculated an MAO, max allowable offer, of about 225. Let me see. Because it's a bigger place. It's like close to 3,000 square feet, if I remember correctly. Pull it up. 2,600 square feet. So even if it is cosmetic, it's probably going to run you like 30, 40 grand. Oh, I can do more than 225. Give her a call.
and I'll call you back.
Should be pictures of this place too, if I remember correctly. HAR. Yeah, it's like really nice. Again, it's kind of the same thing. Dated. It has like blue walls, kind of old wood cabinetry and basic countertops in the kitchen. It's really just a rental. I wish that she owned it free and clear. I would explore a seller finance opportunity here, but who knows? Maybe she'll. I mean, she listed it for 288, which means that she probably was getting ready to walk with like 265. And if I can offer her like 235 just to be like quick and easy, done with it, then who knows? Maybe she would take that. I'm also looking at this as kind of a rental play to see if maybe somebody would come in a little bit higher if they were going to hold it. You know, I think they probably would. I think somebody would buy this for 250. Oh, I guess it depends on what she's collecting in rent. Let me give her a call back. See if I can get her on the phone. That's the stuff that I want to get better at, like talking to her about on the spot. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get.
Hi, this is Anna. Please leave a short message and I will call you back as soon as possible. Thank you. 请留言，谢谢，拜拜。
Hi, Michelle. This is Derek. I don't know if you recall, but we had connected a few weeks ago in regards to your property over on Village Garden Drive. You had let me know a little bit about the condition of the place and the tenants that's there right now paying rent. I took a look at the area, some of the surrounding properties, and wanted to make you an offer. So if selling that property there is still something that you were interested in, just as a reminder, we can pay cash and we can buy it in its as is condition. So you wouldn't need to do any repairs or anything like that. We can get it done fairly quickly or as quickly as you'd like. So if that's something that you're still interested in, please feel free to give me a call back. Again, my name is Derek, and this is the best number to reach me. Area code 832. I'll talk to you soon. Double tap, left voicemail, shoot her a text. Warmly following up about your property on Village Garden Drive, period. I just wanted to reconnect with you and see if the time was right to make you an offer on that property, period. I'd love to chat to see what makes the most sense for you. Talk soon. Leave myself a note, double tap, texted, left voicemail. push this out a couple weeks. Again, he's not motivated. Follow up to make offer. Same thing. I'll call her a couple Tuesdays from today, just in case Mondays aren't good. Mr. Gibson here is somebody who I probably will stop following up with if I can't get a hold of him right now. First connected with him back in June of last year, maybe interested in selling in the near future. I let him know the benefits, and he was like, yeah, I mean, that sounds good. I remember the conversation. It was really high vibes, and I was like, this guy's worth following up with. I just caught him at a bad time because he was at work. He was like, text me, and I'll save your number. Ran the numbers, since then, dialed, left voicemail, dialed, didn't leave voicemail, connected, wants a call back after the holidays. That was late December. It is owner occupied. He lives there. Dialed, he picked up, but once I mentioned the property, he hung up. Or no, he hung up once I mentioned his name. Ran the comps again, updated the comps. Looks like I can, oh no, it was about the same exact thing. Double tapped him, left voicemail, texted, dialed, left voicemail. That was last week. So I'm not going to not follow up with the guy, but I will stop following up with him so aggressively. You know what I mean? To be honest, there's no need for me to even follow up with him as aggressively as I am already. I'm going to push this one out. This isn't a hot lead. There's no need for me to be, monthly follow-up. Let me see the last time I followed up with him. I think I followed up with him last week. 3/23. Yeah, literally 5 days ago I called him. So no need for that. Monthly follow-up. I'll call him at the end of April. All right, this guy. Let's just see. This guy's not very pleasant to talk to, but when I first connected with him, it sounded like he could use my help. Hey, Robert. Hey, how's it going? This is Derek.
Okay.
Hey, not sure if you recall, we had connected a while back in regards to your place over on Huckleberry Lane.
Oh, I don't know yet, okay? We're still with Dave Bacon on that house. We were talking about it 5 minutes ago. Okay, I'll talk to that man. Thank you.
I don't know what he just said, but did anybody catch that? He was like, I still don't know. He just doesn't want to deal with it. So again, somebody who I'm still gonna follow up with. Like I said, I think he said somebody called him about it like 5 minutes ago. I'm gonna continue following up with him. I'll read you the notes from our first conversation that happened back on November 11th. Just decided to sell last week. His ex-wife lives there in the property with their daughter, but his name is on the deed. The property's never flooded, but everything else needs to be replaced. The ex-wife has missed a few payments in terms of the mortgage payments. They owe about $35,000 on the mortgage. Says he wants to walk with 80 after the note's paid off, which is like what, 115. Said things like, "This is just the beginning of me talking to people, so I'm not even sure if I want 80K." And I was like, "All right, I'll call you in a week, give you some time to speak with your daughter, figure out what the route you're wanting to take is." Connected with him a week later. He was at work. Said he hadn't spoken with his daughter yet. Said he would call me once they spoke. Also mentioned that multiple people are interested in it. Connected with him 2 weeks after that. Mentioned he was on the road at a bar and couldn't talk. Ran numbers, figured out my MAO, which is like 90,000. So I would have to talk him off of that number a little bit. Connected with him that day, about 5 days later from the last time I connected with him. Said they don't know what their plans are. Asked what they do if they don't sell. He said possibly lease it. It was very difficult to hear him on the phone. It's always like that. Every time I call him, he's constantly trying to dismiss me and very clearly doesn't want to deal with it. That's a note that I left for myself. That was in December. 3 months goes by. Double tap him. Couldn't leave a voicemail. Texted him. 3 weeks goes by, which is today, and now I I don't even know what type of note. Connected with seller, said something like, we still don't know yet. And I think he mentioned that somebody else called about the property 5 minutes before me. Note, he does not want to deal with it, which makes sense because he doesn't live there. His name is just on the, which is, I mean, it's, if he was not wanting his everything to get affected, his credit, or I don't know the details of it, but he said his name's on the deed. So, and they're not making payments. So if he was wise, he would probably want to address that, sooner rather than later. But as you all probably know, in doing the wholesaling thing, that people would rather put their problems off to the very last minute until the umpteenth hour and hope that an angel comes and blesses them. I will try my best to be that angel, but when people do that, they make it a little bit more difficult for you to help because now you are, on their timeline, which is very constricted. So I'll call him in another couple weeks. I mean, it's just so difficult because he needs to sell, which is the hard part. I guess, I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings to have those type of conversations anyways, so I might as well just continue following up with him. I'll call him 2 weeks. Last time I spoke with this person was September 9th. We had come to a verbal agreement. I was speaking with the daughter. We had come to a verbal agreement, and I was like putting so much stuff in place in order to make it happen because it was owner occupied. They needed to find a new place. They probably needed a lease back. I referred it to my realtor. The realtor reached out, and I ended up wasting the realtor's time. And then I got on the phone with them like a day later, and they were like, "Oh yeah, my mom doesn't want to sell anymore." It's like, what? Then why did we have the full conversation? And why did you answer all of my questions? And why did we negotiate? And why did we agree to a price? Super weird. And we had agreed to 60,000, and then I like I like I called back and they were like, "Oh, we need 70." So it's that type of person. I don't really plan on or foresee this being a productive conversation, but this is the last one that I'm gonna make, which is why I don't mind making this phone call, assuming that it's not gonna develop into something crazy. But you never know.
Hello?
Hi, is this Miss Elvira?
No, Max is calling?
This is Derek. I'm sorry. Am I speaking with Priscilla?
No, this is her granddaughter.
Oh.
They're not here right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just I've been speaking with Priscilla a few months ago in regards to the property over on Kentucky streets. Just wanted to round back to see if there was any interest in selling that place there.
Oh, I'll have my mom call you when she gets back from work.
Okay, sounds
Okay,
good.
so this is Derek?
Derek, yep, you got it.
Okay, I'll let them know.
All right,
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye. There's like I remember that now too. There's like 6 women that live in the house together. It's like the grandmother, whoever just answered, the Priscilla. It's just like 3. I think it's like 3 generations of women that all live under the same house. And I remember that because when I was negotiating with Priscilla, she would I'd hear her in the background, and then she got back on the phone and she was like, my granddaughter thinks, it may even be like 4 generations of women in there. My granddaughter thinks that we can sell it for way more. It's like, okay, then like, what are we talking about? Uh, Connected with the quote unquote granddaughter, Miss Alvira and Priscilla were both at work. Granddaughter took down Derek's name and number and would have her grandmother reach out when she's home. This is just one where I want to this is one where I probably could throw her into some type of an automated follow-up, which is what I'm going to do right now. Well, I'm going to leave myself a task to do that tonight. Because that's not somebody who I necessarily need to be following up with actively like I just did and wasting my time dialing and talking to people just for them to be like, oh, rather in an effort to just stay in front of them, I'm going to throw them into an automated text campaign that's just going to text them every so often. Hey, just wanted to, touch base, selling something that you've, put a little bit more thought into, still considering. Both of these numbers that I have for them are mobile numbers, which will allow me to do that, which is good. So I'm going to, I'll say, hear back from Miss Alvira or Priscilla, ? If not, place them into REI reply follow-up campaign, probably the cold one, which is not interested in selling. So it's like very generic type stuff. Let me pull it up and I'll read that out loud as to some of the things that it says in that campaign. So I will set that 2 days from now, just as a reminder to check that property. Like, hey, did I get a call back? Like she said she was going to call me back. No. Okay. I'll just go ahead and drop her into that campaign. All right. Boom. That's 6 follow-ups on the day. That's kind of exactly where I want to be. That's 30 new dialer contacts and 6 follow-ups. I was hoping that I could connect with that Miss Shane, to make her an offer, because I do want to get in the habit of making at least one offer every day. What was I just going to do? Oh, yeah, hop over to REI reply to
Hi, you've reached 1-8.
My mother-in-law said I wasn't gonna go out there. I better go. They really like me. I don't need to put my mother on me. I don't need to fall out. The owners are saying,
this guy called me the other day. I didn't realize.
Hi, it's after the tone.
Might have been a butt dial. I think it's a butt dial because he had texted me back saying, I want $1 million now. You got $1 million? So I just said he was not interested, tagged him high asking price, all that good stuff, removed him from the campaign. Didn't really feel the need to continue to follow up with him, but he had called me at like the wee hours of the morning over the weekend, 5:46 a.m. So let me come back over here now and hop over to my automation campaigns. So again, when I refer to like follow-up campaigns, automated campaigns, when I'm talking about putting them into some type of a drip campaign so that the follow-up is automated, this is what I'm referring to. And I have like a good number of them. I want to continue building and expanding upon this so that each campaign is kind of tailor-made for the lead's specific situation and circumstances. But for right now, I kind of am operating off of the ones that REI reply sets you up with. I've gone in and I've edited all the language, which I would recommend that you do if you do sign up for something like this, and they provide you kind of templated templates. Please go in there and make it your own, because that's going to be like a surefire way to have your numbers flagged as spam and other people's numbers flagged as spam if all of you guys just kind of take what somebody else gives you. So but what I had kept is the situations kind of in which they had campaigns already set up for. So they had cold, which is not interested in selling at all. So for somebody, right, somebody with a large marketing budget, just because somebody texts them back saying no may not be the last time that that person wants to reach out to them. For somebody with an expanded marketing budget, that may just be, one kind of hurdle in the road, if you will. Yo, what's going on, Eric? I don't know if I've ever seen your name in here, Eric. Welcome if this is your first time. HK Investments, same with you, or maybe I've seen you, HK. Where are your leads coming from at the moment? Texting and cold calling. I am generating my own lists by virtually driving for dollars and pulling lists every so often once, just to keep up with the marketing, because I can obviously text and cold call these lists, these driving for dollars lists, a lot faster than I can generate and build the lists myself. So I always kind of just throw out numbers like, I can probably get anywhere between 30 to 50 driving for dollars properties on my list every hour. If I'm locked in and I'm in good areas, I can get upwards of like 50, close to 60, like one a minute. But I can call that many properties in half the amount of time. So I'm always trying to play catch up in terms of my driving for dollars lists to my marketing. So every so often I'll pull a list, buy a list. I like absentee. I haven't really expanded beyond absentees. I pulled a couple vacant lists, a couple tax liens, just pretty generic lists. But yeah, cold calling and texting is my main marketing. Let's go, bro. I see you. These sellers I got under contract are making my hair gray. SMFA. Everything by John. Yeah, I hear that. Shoot. Appreciate you guys for hopping in here too. Thank you, man. John, I think I remember now. You had commented on the video the other day talking about you're trying to get in there to get pictures, right? Yeah, shoot. A lot of moving parts to these transactions, but pays off, And I can't wait until gone through it enough to really put the pieces of the puzzle in place so that it's like more of a solidified process, as opposed to the deals that I have done. It's like starting from scratch. It's like, okay, now I need somebody to go take pictures. Okay, let me try to find somebody. Okay, now I need to schedule an appointment. Whereas like now I try to, when the opportunity does present itself, try to set expectations and cover as much of what is going to come in the future with the seller at the time they sign the contract. So it's been a while since somebody signed a contract for me, but it's like I say that because my second deal went a lot smoother than my first one, because I learned all of pretty much everything that I just said on my first one. On my second one, right after he signed the contract, I let him know, all right, perfect, congratulations. This is what I'm going to need now in order to get this to the closing table. Can I get somebody out there within the next few days? Let's say 2 days from now to take some pictures. Yes. Okay, perfect. Let's set a tentative appointment so that I can send somebody out to take pictures. All right, boom. Now, about 7 to 10 days from now, I'm going to need another time set aside to have my, realtors, contractors, and finance partners to walk the property. So let's schedule that now. Again, kind of tentatively, and as the date approaches, I'll round back and confirm the date and time, just so in case you forget. And I found that helped a lot. Just to schedule it all up front, because I know I'm going to need somebody to get out there within the next few days. And ideally, I'm going to want 7 to 10 days to market it to cash buyers. So I might as well just, if anything, it holds me accountable too. That way I'm not like, oh, I'll send it off to cash buyers tomorrow. It's like, no, I have to, because I have this day scheduled with the seller for my cash buyers to walk the property. Yes, exactly. And I have another guy in Charlotte now. He's not answering. We're contracted to close in 2 weeks. Oh no. So you're virtual then, John, huh? assume only because you refer to Charlotte as if it's not your, home market. Dang, can you have somebody go out there and knock the door? That's stressful, man. Or have a title company reach out or something. Dang. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. At least it's at least you're set to close. It could be worse. These are good problems to have, So back to my REI reply, my follow-up campaign. So these are the situations, again, to follow up. Not interested in selling. Interested, but not right now. Interested, but no appointment has been made. I've made them an offer, but they haven't accepted it. And that's pretty much the ones that I've used up until this point. Oh, and then I have a realtor referral one where like they give me like a high price that is not too outrageous, like $1 million, $2 million. But like if ARV is 300 and they're asking for like 350 and it seems that they're fairly firm and they're not willing to negotiate, then I will place them into this realtor referral campaign where it'll touch them every so often to say like, hey, I know that cash offer didn't make sense for you, but I'd love to get you in contact with a realtor that we work closely with. I think that you may be able to get something close to what you're asking if you were to list it on market. So those are kind of some of the situations, again, where I will place people into these follow-ups. So for the one that I was going to place this woman into, which was the cold, just straight not interested in selling, because although we had come to a verbal agreement months ago, the relationship kind of ended with her saying, you know what, we've changed our mind. We don't want to sell. So it kind of looks like this, like, hey, thanks for talking with me about this address the other day. Please reach out if anything ever changes. Hey, first name, just wanted to be sure you had a number to contact in case you were ever looking for an offer on this address. Hi, first name, just following up to see if you had any questions about the process. And these are happening, 7 days after I add them to the campaign, 30 days later, 45 days later, 45 days later, 45 days later, 55 days later, 45 days, 45 days, 40. So this is like it's a year-long automation where they're going to get texted every month and a half to 2 months, just simply generic type stuff. Like I just mentioned, super generic. And it's really just to stay top of mind in your seller so that not so much time passes. So when they do make the decision, you're like, you know what? Let me, I think it's time to sell. Let me go find that text that Derek sent me 2 weeks ago, as opposed to, oh, I remember that one guy, Derek, we had talked last year. I wonder if I still have his number. Oh, I'm never going to be able to find that. Here's some other postcards that some other people sent me in the kitchen, the kitchen cabinets, the drawer in the kitchen. Let me just pull that out of our mail drawer. They'll be able to get me an offer. People knock on the door every day, so I want to be just in front of them constantly so that when the time is right for them, they think of me. Yeah, virtual, bro. One in Cleveland and one in Charlotte, but I'm in NYC. Oh, okay, nice. Cleveland. I feel like I've heard good things about Cleveland. Charlotte, I've definitely heard good things of. Anything out in North Carolina, I feel like it's booming out there. That was like the gem, right? In like 2021, you hear all the people talking about how North Carolina was like a booming real estate market and it was prime for wholesaling. What market are you in? I'm in Houston. I'm in the California. I deal with a lot of hedge fund buyers and transactional lenders on the disposition side. I get most of my leads from other investors or from the city. What area in California are you in? I'm in California. I'm down in the South Bay, San Jose. I know some people doing some flips out in Sacramento. I have a family friend that wants to sell close to the dog patch out in San Francisco as well. If that is the area you're looking at. Hopefully you're in NorCal so that we can make some shake on some future opportunities here, HK. Even if you're in SoCal, I know some people who are doing wholesaling down there as well. So I'd love to connect. Shoot me an email. Let me reread your comment too. Deal with a lot of hedge fund buyers, transactional lenders. On dispo side, I get most of my leads from other investors. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Hopefully you're in my neck of the woods. If not, I still think that we can, or at least I think that I can help add some value to what you got going on. So please feel free to, hopefully you're still in here, email me. what was I gonna? Oh yeah, I was just kind of already replying. I'll hold off on that. So got about. Let me follow up with this woman right here. This is kind of a quick, should be a quick one. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully this is a long one. I gotta stop. I gotta stop talking to myself like that way. Brian the realtor. If you're in here, I don't know if you are, but hopefully you see this after the fact. He checked me on that the other day about how I talk to myself, and I agree. I need to start putting things in a little bit more positive. Just talking to myself a little bit more positively. I set myself up for disappointment and stuff. Hi, Natasha. How's it going? This is Derek. Yeah. I don't know if you remember. We had connected about a month ago, maybe 2, about your property over on. Yeah, on Soledad.
Yeah. What do you think so?
Oh, okay. I remember you told me that. So,
About a month ago, so I don't have anything else right.
Gotcha. And they closed and were able to get you paid on that one?
Oh yeah, it was done real nice.
Nice.
Very easy.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all. I just wanted to round back, make sure that you were taken care of. So again,
Thank you.
of course, congratulations again, and I hope you have a good one.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
All right, bye now. Sold. The first time I connected with her, she was already under contract with somebody, and I was just following up to make sure that they weren't trying to play games with her, renegotiate price, back out last minute, anything like that. So yeah, she sold that one, which is good. You may think that I'm lying when I bring that type of energy, congratulations and stuff, but that's what I want. That's what you have to want for these sellers. You don't want them to fall out of contract and have to go through that headache. I want her to get paid. I would have loved to be the one to do it, but I'm glad that she got that taken care of. I'm not sitting here hoping that the other people fall out of contract and start messing around with her money and stuff, but it happens, So I just wanted to be there if it did happen. All right. I had a couple emails that I wanted to reply to. Some people had emailed me about the property that I'm working dispo on through Craigslist. They had emailed me. Justin R. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Thanks, Justin, if you're in here. Appreciate you. If you haven't already, guys, please do like and subscribe. I have a goal of 200 subscribers before the end of the month here, which was the end of quarter 1. My goal initially was 250, but as the date started to approach, I reset it to 200, which is, I think, with Justin there, I think that makes 188. So I think I need 12 more subscribers within the next 3-4 days. So I would greatly appreciate it if you could show some support in that regard. Okay, this person, one of these was like nonsense. I take it with a grain of salt. Anybody who reaches out to me through Craigslist, a lot of scammers on there. So this person says, "Good morning. Hi, my name is Dylan. I saw your property on Craigslist and was interested. If you wouldn't mind giving me a call at this number, thank you." You know what I mean? Like anybody who really wants to like bring the conversation off of Craigslist, or they'll tell you that, like, warning, don't communicate with anybody through any other form of communication other than the email system within Craigslist, because people just try to scam your ass. But I'll give them a call. Why not? It's a local area code. LA, North Carolina is on fire right now. I've never done anything up there. I've done more deals down in Mission Viejo, San Diego, nothing up there. Shoot, we still got to connect. Me and my girl are trying to move to San Diego, and I plan on bringing the wholesaling operation down there when we move down there. So still would love to connect with you, see if we can make something happen.
Please leave your message for 327.
I'll leave him a message. Hey there, this message is for Dylan. My name is Derek. You had emailed me this morning in regards to a property that I had listed on Craigslist over in zip code 77022. You had dropped your number in the email, asked that I reached out. So that's what I'm doing now. Just wanted to round back, answer any questions that you might have about the property and see if you may be interested in making an offer on it. My name is Derek, and best number to reach me at is this one right here, area code 832. I'll talk to you soon. I'll email him back. Hey, Dylan. Thanks for showing interest in this one. I just called and left you a voicemail. If you have any questions about this property, please let me know. I would love to get you any information that you may need in order to make an offer. Best, Derek. And then this guy, Jeremy. Hi. Okay, this is one that kind of seemed a little odd. It may just be because English isn't his first language, but he says, hi, I hope you're keeping safe. My name is Jeremy, and I am interested in your home listed on Craigslist. But before I go further, I would like to make an offer that is based on my cash situation and considering the market uncertainty with the coronavirus. Is that still a thing? The coronavirus? I'm hoping you. I'm partially joking, but I can't believe that he actually mentioned that. I knew that that was like a thing when it first hit. People were panicking, but I can't believe people are still using that as negotiation leverage. I am hoping you would be open to an offer of $120,000. That's where we have it contracted at, $120,000 exactly. If that amount is fair to you, I would be able to buy your home as is for cash and close quickly. I'm currently looking at several other homes, so please get back to me soon with your contact info so that I can call you back or email you in the next day or so. Also, can you verify the exact address of the property so that I can research your home more online before we talk? Let me know if you're open to moving forward. I'll do my best to make it easy for you. Thanks and best regards, Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy. Thanks for reaching out about this property. I completely understand where you are coming from in regards to your personal financial situation. We may be able to make something work around that 120K offer. If you don't mind, could you please provide me with a proof of funds, parentheses, screenshot of bank statement, or any information pertaining to your latest investment project? I would be more than happy to provide you with the full address and any other information that you may need in order to move forward. Email is my preferred method of communication. So if you don't mind sending that here, it would be greatly appreciated. Best, Derek. Reasoning behind everything that I just said. One, I'm asking for proof of funds or anything related to his last flip project, just to try to vet him to some degree to determine whether or not he's legit or not. Kind of mentioned that we may be able to make something around that 120K offer, kind of alluding to the fact that 120 is probably not going to get it done, but that if he were to come up a little bit, we may be able to make something work. And I just let him know I'm not going to give you my personal information. You can contact me through email here, because if you recall, he asked. He said, please get back to me with your contact information so that I can call you back or email you in the next day or so. So he can email me. There it is. That's that. Yeah, so the only thing I didn't really do today that I wish I would have was connected with somebody in order to make them an offer, had some type of a conversation, develop a little bit in order to make an offer. That's something that I want to do. I want to stay consistent about making 20 new contacts, 5 follow-ups, and 1 offer. That's kind of my benchmark. So today I made 30 contacts, 6 follow-ups, probably even a little bit more than 6. But I didn't make any offers. So that's something that I'm wanting to build up to, fill the pipeline, feed the funnel enough to the point where I can consistently make legitimate offers too. Not just like, I'm talking offers where like I go through the script, I pre-qualify them, and they deserve an offer. I'm not talking like throwing out 50% of the Zestimate or whatever. I still want to do that, but I'm not going to count that as like these offers that I'm referring to. So again, want to feed the funnel and build up the pipeline enough where in my follow-ups, I have some of these conversations unfold a bit to the point where I'm able to make an offer. You get the other deal in escrow. Not sure which one you're referring to, Jay Will, but no. No, nothing's sitting in escrow yet. We're still looking for buyers. I don't want to waste the title company's time on either one of these. The first property, we got word today the tenant still has not moved out and that she needs another week. She's going to continue doing that until the seller brings forth some type of legal action. I hate to say it, she's one of those, one of those tenants. Oh, I need another week. Oh, I need another week. And the seller is that type of a seller who's like, okay, one more week. Okay, but this is the last time. It's like, come on, put your foot down. But that's not my place. We've made it clear that we need access to the property. So that's the problem with that one, is the tenants in there not allowing us access and doesn't want our help. We've already offered cash for keys, let her know that, we can help pay for storage, help pay for movers. She just doesn't want the help. She would rather kind of squat. She's not paying rent anymore, I don't think. So we've done everything that we can to help. Now it's just on the seller to determine, what it is that she's wanting to do. We may be able to help her out and buy it with a tenant in place, but we're going to need it for significantly less than what we have it contracted at. I have people who are pretty much waiting for the seller or the tenant to get out so that they can walk the property, and they have offered me above and beyond what we have it contracted for. So it is a deal. People are willing to pay an assignment on it, again, to go above and beyond what we have it contracted for. But every single one of them says, yeah, but I need to walk the property. Nobody's buying it sight unseen at that price. People are making offers sight unseen and without walking it, but they're like 20,000, 30,000 under what we have it contracted for. So, like I said, it's either going to be the seller's got to be willing to take a huge haircut on the offer, or we just kind of have to sit tight and wait until the tenant moves and the seller gets her out. Again, I've mentioned this before, but we have made it very clear to the seller, hey, look, just because you get the tenant out doesn't guarantee that we're going to close on this property. We're communicating to her that we still need to get in there to do our due diligence. So we've been unable to even determine if this is going to be a property that we're actually going to even close on. So if you're thinking that you're going to kick the tenant out and then we're going to close on it and get paid right away, think again. Well, that's not how we're phrasing it to her, but the last thing that we want is for her to kick her out us to not be able to find a buyer and then her be with a vacant property. And we tell her that, like, look, don't kick her out until we're sure, right? But then we were unable to get inside the property, so we can't be sure. So the seller understands, and we just wanted to make sure to over communicate that to her, that it's still up in the air whether or not we're going to be able to actually get her paid for this. But she says, no, I get it. Like I would prefer to just have this tenant out. If I don't sell it to you, I'm just going to end up selling it to somebody else anyways. So this is kind of my main priority, is to get the tenant out. So that's cool with me. And that, I just wanted to make that clear to you guys so that you guys don't go and do that with a seller. I always communicate, look, if it's tenant occupied, would you be willing to issue a 30-day notice? Do you think the tenant would be cooperative in that regard and get out in time? Yes. Okay. Do me a favor though. This is what I'll do. I'll set a 60-day close from the day we sign the contract. And the way that my contract's phrased now, it's not a set inspection period. The inspection period actually runs the duration of the entire contract up until the closing date. But if it were to come up, I would say, if an inspection period came up, I would say, okay, yeah, let's put a 14-day inspection. And at the end of the 14 days, I will be able to then go to you and either give you the thumbs up, the green light, and say, yep, we're on board, we're good, we're set to close, because I would have found a cash buyer at that point. Or if the 14 days goes by and I'm unable to find a cash buyer, I will give you the thumbs down. I'm not telling them that, but telling you guys that if I'm unable to find a cash buyer, I would then go back to the seller and say, hey, this popped up in inspection. This was unforeseen. We didn't expect this. So it doesn't actually think we're going to be able to make it work. So I say that because wait until I give you the thumbs up or thumbs down before you issue your tenant a 30-day notice, because I don't want you to kick your tenant out and then me be unable to buy the property and then you be with a vacant property that nobody's paying rent on. So that's why I say 60 days, first 14 days for inspection, issue the 30-day notice on day 15, and that should give us about a 2-week buffer in case something else comes up. That's how I typically phrase that and pitch that. So that's what's going on with that one. The other one, I'm actually going to I'm going to refer that over to Keegly to see what they can do with it. I've never utilized Keegly for disposition, but I think I'm going to toss this one over to them, see what they can do with it. I think this one's locked up just a little too high now that I've looked at the land comps and stuff. So that's what I'm doing with that one. But I'm going to hop off right now, hop in the shower. I appreciate you guys hopping on here today. Had a pretty productive day, not only in my own business, but just kind of chatting with you guys. I always feel productive when I'm able to connect with you guys. HK Investments, very serious about connecting with you. Again, it's probably nothing that we're going to be able to, add value to each other's business right now. But again, our goal, me and my girl, is to get down to San Diego ASAP. So I don't think it hurts to start building relationships and networking opportunities down there ahead of time. So please do. If anybody else sees this as well, that is my email in the comments. If for any reason you want to reach out, please do. A couple other ways to get a hold of me, a couple links in the description. It's going to be my Instagram and the Discord group. The Discord being the best way to get a hold of me, the better of the two, Instagram and Discord. And we would love to have you in the Discord group. Got about close to 30 people in there now. I'd love to get enough people in there where people's markets start to overlap so that networking opportunities are a little bit more fruitful, if you will, and people can help each other out and add value to each other's businesses. And a couple other affiliate links down in the description if you do want to support me in the channel here. Batch leads and batch skip tracing. I do use both of them. You're not going to get any type of a discount, but if you're considering signing up for either one of those, I would appreciate if you went through the links down there. But again, by all means, if you don't want to support, to each his own. So I would appreciate it, but not going to hold you to it. So appreciate you guys for hopping on here. Again, if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe button before you leave, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope everybody has a good rest of your day. Happy wholesaling. Till the next one. Peace.